Okay, everyone, welcome back. The circus has landed in Germany, and it is time for the race. Now, I would just like to address that real life Haas is having some issues at this time with, well, their good friends over at Rich Energy, in addition to the situation with Grosjean being... well, a little bit of a guy and crashing them both off the road here in the most recent race in F1. So I'm not exactly proud of my real life counterparts. In a lot of ways, I would argue that they have been nothing but trouble recently. But you know, we're powering on. We're proud of our heritage, and we're not ashamed that Grosjean crashed into the pit wall during free practice, and we're not ashamed that he then proceeded to run Magnussen off the road, totaling both cars on lap 1 at like the 5th turn. No, we're not ashamed. We're not ashamed at all. And speaking of not ashamed, since Grosjean's not here in Haas F1 alternate edition universe, we don't even have to pretend that we care. Meanwhile, though, Mitch Schumacher is dropping many places right now for reasons I cannot explain to you. But he is going to get high engine mode in order to try and recoup some positions here. He is fighting with Verstappen along the inside, gets it done. Will he stick it, though? Verstappen gaining on the straight. That's the power of the Honda. The power of the Honda. Although, aren't we rocking like a Ferrari? Isn't Haas a Ferrari customer? So I feel like we should be able to outpower the Honda. But Honda's been making strides. They got that jet engine technology, as you know. Meanwhile, up at the middle of the pack, Kevin Magnussen finds himself in a battle for 8th place with Carlos Sainz. Carlos Sainz, an underrated man. Underrated. Definitely has some talents. Speaking of people with talents, Pierre Gasly is currently leading the race, and he actually in real life appeared competent this past week. Oh no, Schumacher is complaining of vibrations. Let's hop back with the man who is, well, vibrating. Although, sometimes they say that and it doesn't seem to mean anything. Like, there's a lot of early race vibration messages that come through that don't actually seem to pertain to anything in particular. So, it's very possible that it's just the game talking out of its ass. Oh my god, look, did you see that 9th and 10th thing stuttering back and forth like a fucking nut job? That was fun. Magnussen still battling with Verstappen. Verstappen honestly needs to just go, because I think he's holding me up, because he's obviously the faster car, but he hasn't been able to get past, and it's a real problem. As far as the compound of tires people are rocking, we've got soft tires basically at the top of the grid with the exception of Kimi Räikkönen. And then we've got a group of mediums with Norris, Giovinazzi, and Kvyat. And then we've got a couple more mediums down there with Albon and Stoffel Van Dorn, who is somehow here. Okay. I wonder if anyone's going to sign Grosjean. I wouldn't, but, you know. Like, maybe they will. I don't know. Schumacher, honestly, not in a terrible spot, but not in as good a position as Magnussen. But what is Magnussen's form? What is he? He's a 1 point. What happened, buddy? Why are you a 1.2? Like, what? I don't think I've ever seen it go. What? Hello? Is this because he got frustrated? Like, because I know he was getting mad that we needed to do an undercut to get past Sainz. Is this like Magnussen throwing a temper tantrum in the car? Like, what? What is this 1.2? What is this? Like, we've got a 10 over here for Schumacher, and we've got a 1.1 now for Magnussen, who's just absolutely losing his cool behind the wheel of the well, I guess the number one car now, right? I mean, I did say that like Schumacher's on equal footing or something when I signed him, but I mean, technically the guy who's been here before is probably the actual number one. Whether that he's actually better, or his car is actually better, or it actually has any bearing on anything, I mean, the number one driver is the number one driver, and I don't see how the rookie can be the number one driver, even if probably he's more talented in the game, at least. I don't know, in real life, like, I've watched some F2 races, and Schumacher seems honestly a lot like Magnussen in a lot of ways. Like, he'll do things that like I've seen him wreck his car or like drive off the circuit multiple times, like trying to get something done. In a lot of ways, in a similar vein to Magnussen. Obviously, I would say that Verstappen is clearly superior to Magnussen, but sometimes when I watch them, that they remind me of each other, and it's just like Verstappen does things and it works, and Magnussen does things and he crashes, or he wrecks part of his car, or he just gets run wide because he gets into like a battle he doesn't need to be in. So whereas Verstappen does the same thing, but it just tends to work out for him, which is obviously probably just like he's a slightly better driver, but just like the driving seemingly angry thing that like Magnussen does and Verstappen kind of does. At least Verstappen drives like a bully. I don't know if it's anger, but it's definitely bullying, which I like. Verstappen is basically the only thing in F1 that makes races entertaining half the time, because he's the only one in a fast enough car to get that kind of stuff done. We have a virtual safety car due to a crash. Okay. Do we pit during a virtual safety car? I don't think so. Like if I pit him, where does it? Yeah, he's gonna come out last. No, we definitely don't pit under a virtual safety car. That is for certain. And I'm gonna turn down their engines though. Because if you're not familiar with virtual safety cars, because I am not that familiar with virtual safety cars, basically they're supposed to maintain the gap to the car ahead. Like they're supposed to, I mean, this shouldn't change, so like pitting here doesn't make a ton of sense. This is actually what they should have done in the real race, probably, when Raikkonen drove himself into the gravel pit, because it probably would have been better off for everyone involved, but they did not do that, and instead we got kind of robbed of a good thing. I'm gonna keep this on low, and then I'm gonna pause it 1 second. Ready, 2, 1, pause, overtake, go. And I'm leaving him where he is. Ready, set, zoom. Zoom, zoom. Zoom, zoom, Magnussen, get past him. Stick the move on signs. Up the inside, but come on, dive bomb him. What are you doing? You're driving like a bitch. You ain't even close. What the hell? Oh, now you get close. How did we end up behind Sainz Jr.? I don't know. You're in the fucking car, buddy. You tell me. Alright, you've got overtake. Go. One more time. You get one more go at him, buddy. One more time. You get one more. Through the chicane, up the inside. Why don't you dive him there? Why are you such a bitch every time you hit that corner? Alright, well, then you don't get a shot at this because you've wasted too much... way too much fuel. Not even trying to overtake him. Like, you were closest when I turned it down. Like, you come close here every time. And he's gonna get close here on this back little straight. Go, 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 go. Oh my God, why? Put the move on him, bud. We're falling like way behind. Like, we're not even... And by way behind, I mean way behind like Hulkenberg, but like... And there's only so much time we can waste back here. Fighting signs. Frustrating, frustrating, frustrating that we can't get past, but you know, that's racing, I guess. Schumacher did a personal best sector 2. So, despite his form dropping, he's got better. He's got medium race trim and caught stealing. I was only borrowing for an indefinite... What the fuck? What did he steal? I'm so confused. And Magnussen is butter wouldn't melt, focus +1, but he's crash happy. So his focus is -2, so he's a net -1 focus. Dangerous dueler is flicking on and off because he's a dangerous dueler. I like it though. I like that, like, that stuff comes into play. It's definitely a fun little mechanic. I heard that there's going to be a new one of these. I think I've said this in another one of these episodes, but there's going to be a new one coming to PC, like a full-fledged new one at some point in the next probably like year or so. I'm so looking forward to that because like this is, and it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to sit here and to manage your little team. We are allowing the vehicle of Daniel Rick back here to get very close to us. I feel like I need to pit Magnussen and just get him off this fucking... Like, just get him a second off the track because he's such a mess right now. 43 laps would get us not there. I'm gonna pit for a set of hard tires. Because he's gonna get overtaken here. And his form is so bad that, like, let's just bring him in and get it sorted out. Let's just, you know, try something here. Hop on board with our boy up front. That gets Schumacher through into fresh air. Attempting to overtake Van Dorn. I'm just worried about Magnussen crashing while I have him driving like a maniac like I do right now, so let's drop that to push. I honestly probably shouldn't have pit him there, but his driving form is so bad, I was just trying anything to, like, snap him out of it. He needs to get one of these moves done, though. But I don't think he can. Like, with a driving form of 1, like, I don't think there's a move to be had, honestly. Like, where would the move be? Alright, we are coming, when we get up to the line here, I'm gonna send Schumacher into drive like a maniac mode, and that's gonna be his in lap, and he's gonna pit. Yeah, he's gonna pit on the next time around once we cross the start finish. So, okay, crossing the start finish. We are gonna go to attack mode. Daniel Kvyat has locked up. Magnussen, you're fucking bursting your tires up here. You crazy fuck. Dum dum dum. Okay, let's do your pit stop. Your pit stop is going to be for the medium compound tire. None of your parts are actually falling off the vehicle. It was a false alarm earlier, and we are good. Drive like a maniac, my friend. Now, Magnussen, if you could please advance up the circuit, that would be ideal. You have overtake mode. Please get past. Please get past. Please get past. Please get past. You have a 0.7 form right now. What is the fuck is wrong with you? Oh my god, just get past him for Christ's sake. Yay. 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 You did it, you fucking idiot. Oh my god. On board with Schumacher, who's now in the same spot of the track, basically. Having the same fucking battle. But his driving form is also falling, but it's not in the basement like Magnussen. Like once Schumacher gets through here, which is about to take place, we're gonna call ahead to him to allow his teammate through. Because, yeah. Like, it makes no sense not to allow him through because obviously Magnussen is almost a zero right now. He's almost an actual zero, which is, well, something previously not thought possible. Honestly. Like, I don't even understand. I'm trying to figure out how a man can become a zero. And I don't know. Releasing Mick had better be worth it. It would be if you'd, I don't know, do it, you fuck. You just let Mick get past you. You cock. Oh my fucking god. What in the world is this race? Get around him. Oh my fucking god. You're us to overtake. Go, please. Oh my fuck. Just get through, you stupid shitbag. He's never gonna get through, is he? Alright, you're through. You're through again. Through once again. Now, catch up to Magnussen and get through him. Because I'm not turning your shit down until you do this. Because I've asked for this for, like, ever. And it still hasn't taken place because Magnussen's a moron. Let him through. Please. Let him through. Let him through. Oh boy, did I not trust that situation. You are now allowed to race. Shut the fuck up. But Schumacher's on the better tire. Your driving form is going down. Like, everyone is just tanking, but you're a zero, buddy. So that was a personal best for Mitch. So, like, that, or Mick. Mick. It's Mick, right? Not Mitch. Oh my god. Well, on the upside, we've got our boy Magnussen at a zero, an actual zero, for some reason. I don't know what the driving form, it just measures how well they're currently driving, but I don't know, like, what influences that, really, like, what happening on the track causes that. Like, I also don't really understand why the grip is like nothing and it's gonna go way up at lap 42, but What the fuck? What the fuck just happened? What the fuck was that? The dude just drove straight. He just drove straight up the... What? Okay. Well, at least we don't have to pay attention to Magnussen anymore, I guess. That was something. That was a thing that took place. What the fuck? What was that? Oh, God. Okay. Well, you can't win them all, and we're definitely not winning this one. I don't know if a points finish is in the cards right now. It don't look good. I think we messed up our pit strategy again because everyone else stayed out like forever, but for some reason our driving form is just going down. Like, I don't know what I can do to make it stop going down. This fucking idiot just drove into a wall, so yeah, and we didn't get a safety car even out of it. Like, we got a yellow flag like that. You know, at least if you're gonna drive into a wall, Magnussen, at least do it right, okay? Like, you gotta do the Vettel. Vettel threw Verstappen off the circuit to allow Leclerc up into third place from like what would have probably been like a 4th or 5th place finish. At least if you're gonna fucking, you know, do something crazy, make it benefit your teammate. This did not benefit me at all. This just put me down a driver. At least if you could have fucking drawn a safety car, at least we could have bunched up the field, and who knows? At that point, that probably would have been really good for us because we didn't have to pit again, and other people do. But instead, you didn't even properly drive off the circuit. And now look at you. We're just not a very fast car right now. Like, Russell's just not really within touch. I don't have fuel or tire temperatures to do anything about it, really. It's really unfortunate because we basically don't have a shot at 10th place. So, yeah, I don't know how we're supposedly faster than Russell, but behind him, I don't know what the... Unfortunate. This race is another race in the Haas team that is just less than ideal. Yeah, not much good to be had here. I mean, maybe if we can get through all these people up there, maybe we can get past Raikkonen when he pits, but not looking great for that. Go to high engine mode and see what we can do for time here. McLaren has let Lando through. Where the fuck are they? Oh, they're... Or let Sainz through. We did a personal best sector 1. We're about a second off of Russell in front. There's a lot of people who have to pit here in a sec. I mean, we're going to get some of them, probably, but how many? Our driver form's going up, so that's good. That's good. We're at an 8. That's nice. Maybe, do they have to drive fast? Like, was driving slow what was doing it? Because now I've asked them to go faster, and all of a sudden his form's going up in relation to the engine mode. Does the engine mode affect their driving form? He does personal best in Sector 1, I feel like, every time around, and then just doesn't do good in any other sector. All right, personal best Sector 2. Max Verstappen has retired due to a mechanical issue, so that's good. That's good. That's good. Norris has come out in front of us. We just did a best lap, though. It sucks that Norris got out in front, though. We overtook somebody in the pits. Come on, I don't have fuel for this, man. You gotta get through. Go, go, go. Yay. Alright, drop your engine mode, because you have... you have done way more than I was really willing to do there. We're now in 13th place. Albon to pit. Sainz to pit. Raikkonen to pit. But I don't know. We'll get Albon, but I don't know that we get anyone else. So we have to try and catch up, and we have to try and make the move probably on the track. It's probably not going to happen in the pit lane, but it's possible. We just did a personal best lap, so... And again, his driving form is falling with the engine mode lower, so maybe it might just be him, or it might be a driver personality based thing. Like maybe him and Magnussen, because they're aggressive drivers, maybe they need to be going faster. I don't know. Okay, we've overtaken Giovinazzi, or no, Albon. We've overtaken Albon. Albon fell because he pit. Personal best Sector 1. So we've got personal best Sector 2. This might be a best lap, perhaps. It is. Personal best lap of 134.3. We are 5 seconds off of Norris in front. We're in 11th place. Raikkonen still to pit, who we are way off of for some reason. Kimi having himself a good drive. Really, Norris is the only car in striking distance of us. We really need him to make a mistake or something. Although we did just set another personal best, so we might be making up time, but it's also plausible that he's also setting personal best, because he's still basically, I think he even widened the gap maybe a little bit. So yeah, our tires are right on that line of being too hot. They're not, but they're on the line. We're gonna save engine mode until as late as we can, so I'm gonna probably see when Raikkonen and them pit, if we can, because I don't know where he's gonna. When Raikkonen pits, he might be close by. We won't overtake him, but he's gonna fall somewhere around Norris and me, I think. So I want to have potential for overtake mode if that happens. Kvyat crashed, but of course not going to draw a fucking safety car, because a safety car would be great right now. Another personal best for Mick. Yeah. Still waiting on Raikkonen's pit stop. About 6 seconds off of Norris in front now. Norris pulling away ever so slightly. Raikkonen has pit and has come out in 9th. So we are not going to be catching him, it doesn't seem. Our only hope is Norris in front or some sort of crash. Lance Stroll is in now. He is got a fresh set of tires and has come down to 8th place. The problem is we are down here in 11th. We're out of the points. We have only one car, and we have the problem of having both Renaults in the top 10 there at 6 and 7, which is problematic for us. Those are our direct competition. We are going to go to high engine mode. Our form is dropping. I think the blue flag just really torched us, but we have a lap and a half extra worth of fuel here. So we are going to drive a little bit harder here. We've got 35% of our tire left, which is a little concerning, but should make it probably. Maybe we're now 10 seconds off of Norris for some fucking reason. I don't really know what did that to us. I assume getting blue flagged, so hopefully Hamilton catches up to Norris and knocks him back a bit, but maybe not. Hamilton is setting new fastest sectors in every sector he travels through right now, so, well, you know, and the fastest lap, a 1:30. We just did a 1:33 as our personal best, so we're 3 seconds off of Lewis. We are about 7 seconds off of Norris in front right now with 12 laps to go. And 30% of our tires left, which is kind of a problem. And personal best again, but it's still in the 1:33s, so we're not that quick. We've got a 14-second gap to the car behind, a 6-second gap to the car in front, 27% of our tires. I don't think these tires are going to make it to the end, which is ridiculous. It thinks we've got 11 laps left to go, so it thinks they'll just make it to the end. Whatever. Just drive it through, I guess. I don't know. Not much else I can do, really. They're probably going to fall apart. We'll monitor them, but we'll drive it. We'll keep driving them and see. Kind of a boring finish here. We're like, he's doing personal best laps, but he's got a 2.9 driver form and is driving in the 1:33s. Like, it's not good enough. And it's 6-7 seconds off the pace of Norris, and we're never going to overtake him. And short of a crash of some sort, I don't know what we could do here. I don't think anything can get this done. And coming up behind us, is that Gasly? I don't know who that was. Somebody had a blue flag situation going on there. Oh, it's Vettel is overtaking people. Oh, in a second, Vettel's probably going to catch up to me, and I'm going to have to pull out of the way, which is unfortunate. Let's go to overtake mode while we still have tires to use, because the last couple laps we're probably going to be just conserving tires, so might as well burn the fuel while we can drive the car. As everyone laps us again. Awesome. Get in that slipstream. I don't think that's how this works. I honestly don't think that's how this works. Another blue flag. Well, awesome. Why not, right? Why not? And we've been overtaken by everyone in the world and are now 17 seconds behind. These blue flags have sent us to the fucking fifth dimension. Like, we're just gone. We're just... Can we pit for fresh tires? No, we cannot. So that's too bad for you, friend. We're 6 seconds in front of Sainz behind us. We're not going to be pitting for shit. Not that 11th place matters, really, but, like, obviously we're not going to pit. Like, I don't know why that's not obvious to you, friend, but it's obvious to me, and we're just going to speed this up because there's not going to be anything else to see here. I don't know how he just did a personal best sector. Oh, your suspension's fucked. Just drive the fucking car, you windbag. You've got fucking 2 laps to go. You're gonna make it, and everything's gonna be a-okay. Alright. It ain't gonna be pretty, but it gonna be done. It ain't a pretty sight. Oh, we've been overtaken in the final turn. Because this blue flag nonsense just effed us in the A. That was stupid. And our tires are off the cliff and we've been overtaken again. And we're across the line in 13th place. Yeah. Well, that was another brutal race. Back-to-back brutal races. Our race pace has been quite poor the last 2 times out. Then again, Magnussen was a 0 driver form and drove straight into a wall. So, I don't know what there was to be said about that. That's not good for our team standings with Renault for sure. This doesn't matter so much because, well, yeah. Wasn't very good anyway. Magnussen is in 9th place in the driver standings with 28 points. He is 1 point currently in front of Stroll and 2 points behind Grosjean, who apparently has signed with Sauber. So that's interesting. Hey there, bud. However, it doesn't really matter because we are in 5th place now behind Renault. We have fallen 3 points behind. We have dropped, I believe, a place. I think we were in 4th before. And it's going to be hard to... It's going to be hard the rest of the way, I think. I'm not seeing where the improvement is going to come. So, with that being said, guys, if you're new to the channel, thank you so much for watching. The next episode will be the midweek episode where we'll take care of upgrading the car and that sort of business, as well as take care of the practice and the qualifying sessions. This idiot crashed his car and is the dumbest man in the world. So that's nice. Expected result, 9th. You came 9th. So, I mean, on the upside, that's great. We have made some money. Our current balance is still in the negative, but now we have been returned to the positive. So, if you're new to the channel, guys, please don't forget to subscribe so you can see the next episode. The next episode will be out in a couple of days. There is a playlist linked below with all the previous episodes if you haven't seen them, so you can go back and check those out. And other than that, please leave your comments in the comment section below with any suggestions for the future, and I will see you all later.